Welcome to another edition of Music Monday. I'm your host, Adam Duke. And this week, I'm at Rock and Roll Heaven, speaking with Them Dudes.
Hi, we're Them Dudes, and I'm Jim.
I'm Mark.
I'm George.
I'm Butch. And we just got done playing at Rock and Roll Heaven. And it was a great experience. We just came out with our first CD, and we got to play the whole thing for everybody here. And we're a bunch of happy campers right now.
Absolutely. It's just awesome to be as old as we are and be as happy and still happy. Bye-bye.
Love you.
Back at you, Karen. We're just happy to be anywhere at this point of our life. Plus, we're still rocking, and some people go bowling, some people go play darts, some people just go to a bar and where everybody knows their name and get blasted, and we rock. How about if I turn it over to Mark, because sometimes he has things to say.
Butch and I go way back. We saw Iron Butterfly together when we were in 8th grade, and look what happened. My goodness.
Neither of us can hear since then.
Yeah, our ears are still ringing.
Literally.
So we have to keep up with it by, keep the volume level up.
It just hurts for things to get quiet.
So as you can tell, George doesn't say much, but that's okay.
He speaks through the drums.
He does.
I'm a transplant. Talking drum.
George is originally from Binghamton, and we kind of found him on Craigslist. And
True story.
It's almost like the stork dropped him from heaven. It was great, because he came in and just everything fell together. It was awesome. So
we were really happy because one of our friends' bands turned him down, and if they wouldn't have turned him down, he might not have been ours.
Yeah.
That's right.
We might still be looking.
Yeah, but it worked out, and we
are Them Dudes.
We put an album together. We had to do something during the pandemic, so we recorded it in Jim's pole barn out and back, the old Sonic Igloo we call it, because it was snow-ridden and fun. We had a good time.
Yeah. What do you do with yourself? Well, you cut a CD.
Yeah, why not?
So, but we're getting back in the saddle again. We're going to start playing some more live dates, and we got some things coming up over the summer, and we're looking forward to it.
Well, that's the only one we've played with. All else we've played by ourselves so far.
We all play nice in the sandbox together. We get along really well.
We've done a couple with IoT, right?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
our buddies
IoT.
in IoT.
Yes, that's true. That was so long ago.
If I didn't include our friends with Crossbones, they've been real supportive of us out of East Aurora. Dave Constantino, thank you, David.
This summer, we got a lot of good things coming up this summer. We're going to be at the Backyard Bash behind Vidler's there in East Aurora. What's that, August
14th, I think.
Oh.
Unless you got the date. I don't know.
Keep an eye on the calendar.
Yeah, keep an eye on Them Dudes.
Yeah. We post about our stuff on Facebook and tell people that some response. Ad nauseum, yes. You almost daily, something.
It's a tough one.
They're all fun. Good to play.
They're all sort of their own separate entity created because there was about a 2-year period where we did it. So like each one kind of had its own little niche. So our favorite one was the one we were doing, I guess.
Yeah. It's an interesting question.
Well, I can say this, that I've learned to love Heaven's Gate.
Yeah, when we get to jamming.
When we get to going there, and I just like the whole idea and concept of the song.
Yeah, so you helped a lot. You came up with some cool words twice. That was an evolution. Changed the whole song.
You're going to lose yourself listening to it, too.
Yeah. Well, what we wanted to do when we recorded the CD, and stop me if I'm wrong, we wanted to make something that was listenable and everybody had fun listening to. And I think we did that.
If you listen to it with headphones, it's a lot more fun anyway.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
In one sitting, not just, okay, I'm going to listen to this song or this song or this song. Just put it on from the beginning and, pour yourself whatever you're going to drink and, sit down and
And you're going, what's these guys?
Cancel out the world. It's like listening to Dark Side of the Moon.
Well,
So, we've already, we've kind of got one written for the next CD and another one sort of written for this next CD. So, I don't know, we're going to wait and see what, how this morphs out over the summer, and then probably get in and start recording again, I would imagine.
it's been fun learning and doing it. We did all the recording ourselves to get it mastered. And this time I think we're going to do it all.
We're going to try.
And then we can blame ourselves for production.
And then the most interesting thing is, okay, we got it on the record, now how are we going to play it live?
Yeah, that's always fun.
Yeah, that was the challenge too.
That's always been the challenge.
Are we going to be able to do this, guys?
Can we
Yeah,
be?
yeah, well, you make it happen, theoretically.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, we're just four happy guys in a happy rock band. Them dudes.
Names are always tough.
Well, it's kind of, we do Mississippi Queen, and there's a line in there, while the rest of them dudes.
wasn't getting their
And
kicks.
I think it kind of evolved out of that when we were
I had
working
no
on.
part in it, I wasn't there at the time.
Yeah,
Did we have
but
the name already when you joined?
You had
no,
your name, you were called Butch.
I do remember that.
yeah, but I think that the evolution of that, and then it just stuck, seemed to fit. In fact, we're probably going to do that cover on the next record, the Mississippi Queen, because the line is in there. Maybe we'll emphasize it somehow,
Acapella.
Yeah, stop. Yeah, that would be fun.
Stop
We'll
that.
see. Don't leave us alone with all the toys in the attic, because this is what's going to happen. And we made sure we added more stuff. So now we don't know. I mean, when we were recording, one day Butch had me doing so many instruments, I didn't know where I was. Overdub this. Now there you go. Mandolin. Okay.
Well, I recorded them all. Then we get them all
Mandolin,
to Fred,
keyboard,
he sorted
slide
out.
guitar,
On Heaven's
baritone
Gate,
guitar,
it's quite
12 string. Okay, am I done? Can I go home?
Yeah, we were pretty diligent about all that.
Yeah. So I don't.
Oh, we had a blast, and we're still having a blast.
Yeah. So.
Which is
Which is not bad. Butch just turned 68. I'm turning it next month.
April 10th.
This
March
is the
1st.
youngster.
I'm 19.
Yeah, out forever, 19, yes.
Always in my head.
Hey, 19.
59 or 60? Well, Mark and my dad traumatized me with the accordion. I had to play accordion from when I was 6 to when I was 12. I had no choice in it. The alarm clock was there. I had to practice for an hour every day, and I'd look out the window and see my friends playing baseball and football, and there's Butch. And then finally I broke my dad's heart when I was 12, which would have been 1967. I finally, after pounding on him and beating on him and wearing on him, he let me trade my accordion in for a bass guitar. And Mark, about the same time, was learning how to play guitar, and all of our close friends were learning their instruments. And
A lot of musicians in Kenmore. There was a Kenmore music scene that's sort of legendary to this day, from the punk days and prog days, early from the 70s on.
you could check
We
out
were
Rick
lucky to be
Falkowski's
there to
book.
do it.
And, of all of our friends, some of us have stayed at it, and some of us haven't. But when it came down to Jim and I met at the Griffith Sculpture Park. I was walking from a distance, and I thought he was another friend of mine, so I walked up to say hello, and as I got closer, I realized he wasn't that friend, Ray Wood from Two Hills. But I figured he was a musician because he was near the sound booth. So we started talking, come to find out he was leaving his band, and I had just left the band I was in. And so we decided that we would try and put something together. So we realized that we were able to play together, so then we needed a guitar player and a drummer, or whatever incarnation of musicians we were going to end up, but we decided we would try and find a few other musicians. And so we were auditioning guitar players, and that was a circus in itself. But finally, I suggested Mark, and he came, and he was able to work with it. I knew of his abilities, and then we were looking for a drummer, and that too was a circus.
Then we found this clown.
Then George found
gonna
him.
say monkey.
It was like, literally like Jim said earlier, it was like he got dropped from heaven for us. And so far, we haven't killed each other, and we haven't had any monumental skirmishes.
We just have too much.
We just fight over all the money.
Yeah, all the money.
No, I want the $10.
Can I borrow $10 from that 40 you made?
No, but it's been a great ride so far.
If we were in it for the money, we'd have quit a long time.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a retired plumber.
Yeah. This is how I spend my retirement now. This is it.
Yep.
But I can't be too bad.
And George, he makes too much money to ever retire. He's going to buy one of the Hawaiian Islands. He's got a job that he's not allowed to tell us about, though, because he'd have to kill us.
It's okay. Just count it out the beat and let's go.
Yeah. Hey, this is them dudes. Hey, Jack White, you want to play with us? Yeah.
Tough one.
I'll tell you what. One of the artists that I would like to play with is somebody I suggested that you interview too. They're young and they're incredible. They got such energy and their originals are so good. As Grosh here in Buffalo.
Yeah.
Grace Logan, Megan Brown, Dylan Hund, and who am I leaving out? Josh English, the drummer.
Yeah, they're good.
As soon as you see them, your mind's gonna be blown.
Yeah, they're very good. That would be fun. Local, but they're going up. They're up and coming.
Right.
So really good.
They're definitely going places.
Well, I suppose if Captain Beyond came back around, I'd love to open for them again, or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
For once, yeah. That'd be fun.
Yeah. No, I would say XTC and Super Furry Animals. That's my two.
XTC, very good. It'll never happen.
No, because it would never happen. Yeah, they're both either in England and Wales, so it's, I would definitely, that would be fun, just to hang out with those guys. Support local music, that's what I say.
And thanks to everybody that's come out to see
whether
us.
it's us or anyone else.
Yeah, that is one thing about the Buffalo scene is everybody does support each other. There really isn't any tooth and nail, competitiveness. I mean, yes, there's a competitiveness, but by the same token, even the sound man tonight, Dave, his group I've seen before and over the years, and group that was just here last night.
Stealing,
yeah, they're buddies of mine. I've probably got 3,000 Facebook friends, and most of them are musicians, and probably 3/4 of those are local musicians. And
it seems like the scene's getting better here now too. Like the more venues, that's been the problem for a while.
Yeah.
We've had 2 different times where we finally had oh, this is a great place, and it closed next week.
yeah, we were great at closing.
We don't think it's us. It wasn't. Yeah, but we had that was a great gig. And then they closed, and then the next one, that was a great gig, and then they closed. It was like, what the hell? But then a couple have been opening up, so that's
the
good.
Curse of them dudes.
This is kind of a newer venue, so
But
that's good. That's
that's
nice.
true. Yeah, we're getting more places to play, and people, at least in the bar community, are finally starting to figure out they don't have to stay open until 4 in the morning to get some good music in and have a happy bunch of people.
Yeah.
Like today, for example, I mean, most of the friends we had they're all in their 50s and 60s, and that doesn't make them,
they're not dead yet, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, these people are still out for a good time, and they like to go have a couple drinks and something to eat, and if there's a good band on stage, then so be it. So I think everybody's waking up to that,
And we'll take advantage of it.
we'll take it. Yeah.
And Dave, that owns this club, Rock and Roll Heaven, he was nice enough. I mean, he doesn't have bands on Sundays, and so rather than compete for a Friday or a Saturday, we offered it to him on the Sunday afternoon, and he was a little reluctant, but I told him I'm sure we could get people here between our 2 bands, East Hill Garage and us, and we pretty much did. So
Yeah, that's a good feeling.
and we enjoy playing. If, like I said earlier, if we were in it for the money,
Yeah.
I would have quit years and years ago, but I mean, if it didn't give me the enjoyment that it does, then I wouldn't still be at it. My girlfriend thinks I'm nuts, but she knows that it makes me happy, so she, thinks she's happy to get me out of the house anyway, so.
That was Them Dudes. I'll have more information in the story below. And for Music Monday, I'm Adam Duke, News 4.